Insights with you today. These are insights from many years of very expensive experience. So today what I want to talk about is how you can start your own consulting practice, really starting today. And I made some very pretty screens here to, I guess, emphasize what I have to share. Now, what I might do actually to even enhance it is to have my smiling face here. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. Am I going to do you a favor or what? Is that an improvement? Hey, what do you reckon? So I'm just going to put him down here like this, and we're ready for action. All right, so guys, look, what we're going to do, I'm really going to lay out a very simple process for you so you can understand why so many people have benefited from this amazing career we call consulting. And so by the end of this short training, you will have the basics, I kid you not, on how you could start consulting straight away, literally tonight if you wanted to. Okay, so I will do my best, and I'd love your feedback as well. Put it in the comments, and I will read them at the end of this training and get back to anyone that has any questions. So before we kick off and I talk to you about consulting and how you really can be a consultant, let's just discuss what is consulting. So consulting is simply helping people fast track their success at a profit. You think about over the years how many times you've helped people, you've helped them solve a problem. Well, chances are you could have done that at a profit. And so that's simply what consulting is we identify a problem, we find the solution, and we charge money for it. And we get rewarded very well. But again, it's really about the only industry I know where it's a win-win. You get paid for helping people. And that's why I love it. Now, you know, a lot of people get hung up on, do I have the qualifications? Will I be able to do this? I never went to university. I haven't got an MBA. Okay, so I understand that. In fact, that slowed me down a little bit in the early days as well, because I felt, well, I didn't go to university. How could I be a consultant? However, I soon got over that. But there's one skill that you must have. There is one qualification that everyone must have to be successful in this industry. And that is, you've got to love helping people. I mean, genuinely, you've got to love seeing other people succeed. So if you've got that skill, you got about a 98% chance of being able to handle all the other skills. Okay. So whether you realize it or not, you already do have a lot of skills. You're probably going to fall into one of these categories. You've either got an experience in an industry, maybe you're a tradesman, maybe you're great at sales, maybe you did go to university, you're certified in something, or perhaps you got great life experience and you've learned a lot over the years that you could share with others. Whatever it is, I assure you, you all have skill sets of some sort. And so with those skill sets, what we want to do is, if you like, harness them into a framework where you're going to be getting paid for helping other people succeed. So I've really put down 4 steps here. Step 1, choose a niche. Step 2, create your service, productify it if you like, okay? Number 3, generate a lead. I'm going to show you a very simple lead generation system. And number 4, just start helping people. End of story. So let's go to step 1, and it's the niche. So what I want you to think about, there are many areas in consulting. Now, I focus on business consulting because I like being able to show the improvements that I make for others. There's a lot of people out there that do life coaching, for example, but that's it's what I refer to as a soft consulting service, because it's very hard to quantify the improvements you've helped someone make. Whereas with business consulting, you say, dude or dudette, there's your profit. 3 months later, here's your profit. Are you happy? Fantastic. Let's keep moving. And I'll tell you, many of my clients, they stay with me 3, 4, 5, 6 years, even longer. So again, identify the niche you feel comfortable with. I'm going to quickly run through a few of them here just to get that brain cell running. So you could be in the health niche if you're into health. So that could include fitness. It could include diet, being a diet consultant. Could include helping people run their gyms properly and guide them in running their gyms. Maybe you're into relationships and psychology and life coaching and helping marriages stay together, and maybe help people stop smoking, or as in my field of expertise, business, where you could be consulting to the corporate world. You could be helping startup people, small business owners, sales, helping them improve their sales and develop sales systems. Maybe you are a systems person and find detail and you can systemize a business or prepare it ready for sale. Cost reduction is another very good consulting niche. In the digitalis world, and again, this is a very important niche to get your head around, you could really start to focus on delivering Facebook marketing skills or local SEO, general marketing. Don't forget, all you people out there, do not forget the old direct mail, as I put my fingers together, because I still love direct mail. It's so successful for me in generating clients as well as the old digitalis. Or maybe teach people to use computers. Still a lot of people out there don't know how to use a computer correctly, believe it or not. Or maybe you have an expertise, okay? So perhaps you're an accountant. Well, you maybe have run an accounting practice and maybe you've had enough of that, and I can understand why, and you might like to teach others how to run an accounting practice more betterer. How's that sound? I should be in English consulting. Perhaps you're a tradie, you're a builder, and again, you want to share your knowledge and show other tradies and builders, etc. That's the first niche I started off in, actually, was tradesmen profits, and you might want to show them how to do it more effectively. Perhaps you are a lawyer, and again, you've grown a law firm. Maybe you've had enough of that, and you find it's a lot more fun helping other people solve their problems than you solving your own. So you help them create a successful law practice. Can you see how there's so many different areas that you could sink your teeth into? Okay, so that's step one. Once you've decided on your niche that you'd like to sink your teeth into, and by the way, I'll go back to the local SEO for a second. I can teach someone the fundamental local SEO skill sets within about 4 hours and show them a methodology. And they can get probably 80% of businesses onto page 1 of Google, okay, once they learn these skill sets in about 4 hours of training. And then they can go and offer that service and build up a 6-figure business model for themselves working from home. That's how simple it can be with 4 hours of training, okay? So now you've got the niche. Let's talk about creating your product or service. Okay, so in fact, we'll use this as an example because I like using case studies. So I've been talking with a gentleman, I don't know if he's on this training or not, but he's actually got decades of experience in running an ice cream truck. And believe me, there's a lot that goes into running an ice cream truck and having a successful if you like, mobile food business. And he was telling me about it. I had no idea, because I have to admit that is one. I usually say I've worked with just about every niche under the sun, but I haven't worked with a mobile ice cream truck yet. Anyway, so I've been talking to him, and he's not a consultant yet. He is thinking about it. And so let's use this as an example, and that is not his truck, okay? But it is an ice cream truck. So okay, you say, okay, I want to be a consultant. Let's say that he decides to be a consultant and that he wants to focus on his industry, which is the mobile van food industry. So all you do, you discover where they are stuck. Okay, so the problems that this industry may have. How do I get customers? Well, of course, in a business, all businesses are the same pretty much, even though they're different. How do I get customers might be one question they ask. Because understand, they have these big events, etc., where you get set up at a showground and a fair or a rodeo or rodeo or whatever you want to call it. And so there's a knack to getting those gigs. How do I make the most money? How do I plan my week? How do I get customers returning and using me again and again and again? Okay. How do I set up my vehicle? Okay. There's a whole knack to getting your vehicle decked out the right way. So for you to help that industry, Mr. Ice Cream person, you just need to develop the solutions to their problems. And if you've got experience in that industry, you got a very good idea of how to come up with solutions to those problems. Hope everybody's with me on this. And again, put your thoughts into the comments. I love to know what you're thinking. So the solution for him is to become a consultant to the mobile food truck industry. And like any business, consulting is simply diagnose and prescribe. Someone's got a problem, they need a solution. And there are milestones to getting them to that solution. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, so to speak. So with this ice cream truck industry, perhaps someone's just starting out and they don't know how to set up their vehicle and their licenses. Well, you could actually reach out to that person and say, hey, listen, I see you're struggling with this. Would you like a bit of help? I can give you some insights and show you how to get better set up. It'll save you a fortune. Don't make the same mistakes I made, okay? And you help them with that situation. Now, if somebody came up to you and offered that help, and they did a great job helping you deck out the van, well, what you've actually done is you've proved you can help them by actually helping them. And that's how I like to operate. And so you've then accomplished the rarest thing on earth. And in this next slide, you'll see what that rarest thing is. I wonder if you can think, what if you had a guess, what do you think the rarest thing on the planet would be? I'll count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. It's trust. How many times have you been misled, lied to, ripped off, stolen from, taken advantage of? There are so many scammers out there. I tell you, it really makes me angry. So when you do something and you do it well and you help someone because you want to see them succeed, you've built massive trust with them and you've positioned yourself as the expert. So once you've helped them set their van up correctly, and I'm using this as an example, but it's really any industry, you could help somebody in some way, okay, in a meaningful way. So once you've done that, well, there are all these other milestones that need to be accomplished. So you can start charging them. You can help them get clients, set up their marketing systems to get clients and help them with their scripts, etc. Show them how to maximize their profits and not have so much wastage at the end of the day. And don't you dare sell me 3-day-old donuts. I've got my eye on you. You know who you are. Client loyalty. So how do you keep your clients, retain them for longer and longer periods? Okay. So thinking about that, just take a second and think, what niche could you help someone in? Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be business. It could be anything. That's why I threw those other examples out to you. But what could be another niche that you could help somebody in? Okay. So that brings me to step 3, which is a simple way to get clients. So now this is not my favorite way. It's one of my least favorite ways, but it works. It takes some hard yakka. You got to put in, you got to commit at least about an hour a day to this to get the results from it. But it's very simple. And this is where I'm saying all of you could get started with this today. Okay. You can start your consulting today. And here's how it goes. Just 3 things. Join Facebook groups in your particular niche, okay? Then look for the questions in those Facebook groups. People will check you out when you answer the questions to the problems they're having in there. They will check you out. It's just a natural occurrence. Well, who's this person that told me this great advice? And they want to know more about you. And then if you commit to joining at least 5 groups and answering, say, 10 questions a day, very quickly, you're going to start getting people seeking your advice and your help. Now, I just picked these up today, 30 minutes before we went live, okay? This is Georgie. Okay. So the question that they have from this group is, it's about, I have a friend who offers transportation and moving services. His slogan, express transport services at affordable prices. Call us now. I don't see this as an appealing message. All his competitors are communicating the same thing. Very true. I would love some help. As people who have experience in marketing copywriting, what slogan or USP would you use in order to differentiate yourself from the competition, to rise people's interest and make them want to call you just by reading your message? So look, I mean, that's a big ask question, because USPs are a very, very important part of what we do. But if you feel so inclined, you give them some guidance on that and point them in the right direction. They will then be appreciative to you. So that's just one example that I picked up in about 5 minutes. Here's another one. There are coaches who sell over webinars here, or are there coaches who sell over webinars here, or does everyone sell over the phone these days? So again, I could put my feedback in there because that's my area of expertise, and I could respond. This one here responded, says, most cockroaches, sorry, I need better glasses. Who did that Specsavers ad? I swear it was a good one. Most coaches are using VSL to book a call. Webinar can be overkill because all of the belief shifts and such are done on the closing call, which allows for dialogue and questions where a webinar doesn't. Usually webinars are for offers under 2K. So see, this Jeffrey M. Bannock has given some helpful guidance to this individual, and there's every chance they'll start a conversation up and a dialogue, and they'll start DMing each other and all of the crazy communication methodologies that we have today. You getting the idea with this? I'll show you one other example. Oh, by the way, I hope you got a pen. This is very important for everyone on here. So this one. Looking for help for grants for my business. Who can help, please? Or what companies can help, please? Well, right now, I don't know if you are aware, if you are not aware. In Queensland, they've got a grant that they're offering. It's grants for basics. Okay, that's the actual grant that's happening at the moment. And they're offering $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are thinking of getting anything done in your business and you got a turnover under $300,000, you can apply for this business basics grant. There's the link there. In fact, I'll actually put that link into the comments after we're done. But you can actually apply for that grant, and the government may, if you apply correctly, give you $5,000 towards it, maybe becoming a business consultant with me if you put the application in. So again, that's how this works. And if you help someone get a grant, do you think again you've built trust with them? Well, of course you have. Who's enjoying this? Please let me know if you're learning something here, because it's a very one-sided process, me teaching like this, and the more feedback I get, the more motivated I am to do it. So again, guys, if you even type that in, Business Basics Grant, you will then see how you could apply if you're in Queensland and get a $5,000 grant. Governments offer grants all the time. Now, my advice, forget about charging money initially when you're looking for your first few clients. You want to be focusing on getting results for your first few clients. Okay, because it takes the pressure away. If you're not charging them any money, then you don't really feel that pressure on you to go, oh, damn, they're paying me this money. What if I can't do it? And all that self-imposed stress doesn't exist. So if you're just helping people because you just want to develop your skills, who'd say no to that? So your initial strategic goal, focus on helping people. That's going to build your confidence and your skills. And so here's what I ask my students to do, is get their first 3 clients and just work for them for free, and make sure that you ask for referrals from those people. Then when you've worked with those 3 clients for free, you've got a fair bit of confidence. You've got a bit of swagger happening, guys. So then you work for the next 3 clients, and you may charge half price to the next 3 clients. So now you've worked with 6 clients, and you're starting to get some real runs on the board. And then you might then decide to work and charge full price for your consulting. See, especially with me, when I teach someone, I know my systems work. I know my methodologies work. However, the challenge that I have with people when they first start, and it's natural, is you got the butterflies. Is it easy? Will it work? Can I do it? And that's natural. So if you're not going to charge any money initially, where's the pressure? Just go out and help people. People love to be helped. And when you realize you actually do have the ability to help people without having letters after your name, you go, give me more. And then you just sink into it. And it is the most wonderful, rewarding career on the planet. So here's a quick recap. You must love helping people if you want to be in this industry. If you want to consult with people, then you must have a genuine interest in seeing them succeed. Choose a niche that you can relate to, that you might feel comfortable in. Create a product or service to help solve their problems. So you look at the challenges in the industry that you want to work in, and then you come up with solutions that you can help them solve. And then just start prospecting. And I told you one way, that Facebook way, it does work. If you, within a few days, you're going to have people that you'll be able to work with if you use that methodology. Okay? So, for those of you that want to get serious and love the idea of becoming a business consultant, I would like to help you change the game. Because right now, I'm actually looking for some serious people. So if you want a proven framework where I literally guarantee the outcomes if you execute the way that I ask you to, then I'm looking for 4 motivated individuals that want to build a mid-6-figure practice. I work with you over 12 months personally. There's not this massive online membership platform where you go through 2,047 videos and try to learn how to be a consultant. I personally think that you need a real person you can talk to guide you, to work through the methodologies with you, and to also support you when those butterflies do inevitably occur. And they will. I won't fib to you. But I tell you, if you push through and get out of your comfort zone into the growth zone, the transformations I've seen in my students, it's miraculous. I've been doing this a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I've been consulting since 2006 and teaching others how to consult since 2007. And I can tell you, everyone that's executed my strategies as I've asked them to has gotten amazing results. Okay, so with that being said, if you would like to talk to me about this, if you have a look on my Facebook pages, you'll probably see numerous links. You can click the banner. In fact, here we go, just so there's no confusion. Have a look at this. I will bring my Facebook page up and I will show you exactly where you can go and what you can do to talk to me. So, and by the way, any of you that have a Facebook page and you are in business and you're not utilizing this, activate it now. So say in my private group, which you should become a member of, ladies and gentlemen, free plug to me, I will share screens. So in my renegotiate your future page, you go up to the banner here, click on that banner, and that will take you to this little section here. And you can click there and that will take you to my simple application page. You'll make a time with me. We have a conversation. If we're a good fit, great. If we're not a good fit, great. Either way, you're going to win and you're going to learn something. So that's how you can have a chat to me and see if this could be a good fit for you. And again, I only take on 4 people at a time because I put a lot of time and effort into mentoring and helping you and making sure that you're executing the way you need to succeed in this business. Okay, so if that's appealing to you, I'd love to have a chat to you. I hope you'll learn something today. And if you got any questions, any feedback, anything you want me to cover, just pop it in the comments section, and I will get back to you and help in any way that I can. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned something today, and I will catch up with you next week. Bye for now.